Hello creative souls, are you ready to embark on a colourful journey with me? I've just been out for a lovely walk with the dog through fields of buttercups, so I will share that footage with you. Nearly finished my cup of tea, but today I'm going to show you how I'm getting my gouache palette ready for some holiday art. So let's dive right in and explore the world of vibrant colours together. I'm in a field full of buttercups and it's absolutely beautiful, and I've noticed that there's lots of cuckoo spit on buttercups, but sadly I haven't heard a cuckoo again this year. So imagine this, you're on a picturesque holiday surrounded by stunning landscapes just waiting to be painted. But to capture these moments on paper, you're going to need the perfect palette of colours. That's where preparing my gouache palette comes in. So selecting the right colours and organising them efficiently is crucial for painting on the go. With limited space and time, it's essential to choose hues that will bring your holiday scenes to life. So let's tackle this challenge head on and create a palette that's both practical and inspiring. So in one of my videos, you may have seen me creating this gouache palette for in the studio. I was going to let it dry. I had no intention of keeping them wet. I have actually got a Caran d'Ache palette, which is dried cakes of paint anyway, and it works brilliantly. I've not had any problems with these. If I'd thought ahead, then I probably wouldn't have put it in this palette, because I can't close this one because all the gouache will fall out. So it served me well in the studio at home. But I've got a box of colours here. These are quite old as well now, the Horadam gouache. I bought these, God, at least 10 years ago. So I've got some colours by Horadam, Schmincke. I've got some colours by Daler and Rowney, some newer ones. And then I've got some cheaper ones, which I won't use today, but I don't want to get rid of them. They're called Royal Langnickel. And I got these just to, I actually did a little session with my niece online during lockdown. So we both had the same paints. So I'm going to choose my colours, and they're going to go in this palette. So this palette I got from Amazon a while ago now, and it's to keep the gouache wet. So you've got the 16 wells, and you've got like a silicone lid to go on the top. That keeps the paints wet, and then this lid can be used as a mixing area when you're out and about, and it sits in a water cup. So it's quite a big cup, and so that's all nice and compact and nice and convenient. So now I'm going to choose 16 colours that's going to complement the area that I'm going on holiday down in Cornwall. So I need some landscape colours, possibly some seascape colours, maybe sunset, who knows. So opening up my palette and taking off the silicone lid, I need to choose 16 paints from my box. I'm not going to bother putting a white in. I'm just going to carry that separately as I normally do anyway. So I'm just going to take out the paints that I want to use, and then I will select the colours accordingly. So I want to be able to have versatility. So depending on where I am, whether it's a landscape, whether I'm on the beach, like I say, a sunset would be nice. I've got all the colours that I'm going to need to be able to create those sort of scenes. So I think, oh, I've got some Winsor & Newton designer gouache as well. I'm not sure how many colours I've got. Okay, I think that's that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I've got enough paint to put in my palette. It's just how I organise them. So let's choose these. What I'm going to do is squeeze them into the wells. I'm not going to overfill the wells because this paint palette, when it's full, although it's got the silicone lid and it does shut quite tightly, it's going to be in my rucksack and likely to be out walking, and so I don't know how messy this is going to get. And I'm not a messy painter, I'm quite tidy, so I'm not going to overfill the wells, maybe take it to half. A little bit of gouache goes a long way. So to put it into the wells, I'm going to squeeze the tube, and then I'm going to use a cocktail stick to make sure all the air bubbles are out. So before I put my paint into the palette, I need to organise them into some sort of order. So let's get you a bit closer for that. There we go. So we've got 2 greens here. I've got the olive green and the moss green, and when I put them in my home palette they were very similar in colour. So I think I'm going to keep hold of the Holbein Artist Gouache and get rid of the Schmincke Horadam Gouache to one side. So that's that decision made. So I'm just going to try and put them in some sort of order, knowing that I have got limited space because I can only have 16 colours. The white I won't bother putting in the palette. I'm not sure you can see all the tubes now. Let me just move you back out. There we go. So 16 colours. I'm not sure they're in the right order really, but it's all trial and error. Let's see how we go. I'm going to fill this palette. I'm not convinced that I want to put the black in, but I'll think on that. Maybe I will. If I put the black in, it will fill the whole of the palette, but depending on how messy it is, I don't really want the black contaminating the other paint. Anyway, I'm now going to put it into the palette, and as I said before, I'm going to speed you up for that one. So here we are, the moment we've all been waiting for, my completed gouache palette. So I filled it carefully with selected colours that are perfect for different landscapes. The versatility of these hues is truly remarkable, so it should allow me to paint a variety of scenes with ease. And it's like having a little portable art studio in the palm of my hand. So the lid goes on like so, and the top closes down, and then this fits in here like so, and we'll see how I cope. There has been reports from other artists that sometimes when they open up their palette there is a mould on the paints, but we'll see how it goes. It's all an experiment. So to wrap things up, let's recap the key steps we took in filling the gouache palette. By choosing the right colours and organising them thoughtfully, we've created a convenient and efficient tool for painting during my travels. Now nothing can stop me from turning my holiday memories into beautiful works of art. And I have actually swatched these paints before, and here they are. There are my swatches, and here was where I was creating different types of greens and mixing the colours. I hope you've enjoyed this week's short video about my travel gouache palette. I'm going to leave you with this painting that I did last week of the great spotted woodpecker. We do have a family of them that visit the garden regularly. They've been nesting in next door's tree. They are really funny birds, lots of character, and they make lots of noise. And I used the dried gouache from my studio palette. So I'd love to hear about your favourite travel painting experiences. Share them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more art related content. Let's continue this creative journey together. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, keep painting and exploring.